area was not densely populated. And so because of those tensions, he was actually murdered in front of his store by a vigilante group called the Sarasota Assassination Society. And they took his body out on a boat and dumped him in the Gulf. So he did not fare too well, but you'll notice that as we go along, when I talk about the name of things, Floridians do not mess around with names. So we're going to see something called Bird Key. And we can find birds on Bird Key. Sarasota Assassination Society. They're Sarasotans that assassinated people. So, to the point. No mincing words. If you look behind the trees to our left, that is a good kind of landmark to know where we're at. That is Sarasota Memorial Hospital. And Sarasota Memorial Hospital on mainland Sarasota is off of a road called Tamiami. My GPS it usually comes out to Medinini. Does anybody know why it's called Tamiami? Yeah, so it's a road that connects Tampa to Miami. So Miami was not a very great sounding route, so they chose Tamiami. It was built and completed in 1928. But yeah, it connects Tampa to Miami.
Oh wow.
Take you a little while to get there. You'll hit a lot of stoplights, but it's worth it. For those of you that don't have as great of a sense of adventure, I-75 is also So I did get asked about Tom Cruise's house. There is a home that Tom Cruise owns. It is coming up at our 11 o'clock. It's this tan brown house.
Hello, welcome back. We're here on a
That is Cruise with a K.
live, showing you guys what it looks like.
It is Tom Cruise, but I do believe this Tom Cruise had more of a hand in
It's beautiful. The view is beautiful here, like so beautiful.
Active sporting equipment. I'm sorry to let you down.
Hello, everyone joining the live.
I do think that he owned property
on a
here back in the 90s, but I don't think he owns it any longer. So I think that's where that question it persists, because he did have property here at one point.
And there's some beautiful homes out here. They're so beautiful.
We also have a couple birds of prey out here, so keep your eyes on these rooftops of a lot of these houses. You will see bald eagles. We do have bald eagles that are here year-round. And they like to perch on the rooftops, but they also have large nests in some of these taller trees. So keep an eye out on those taller trees as well for nests. Our second largest bird of prey is the osprey. And I think that a lot of people think that they're vultures at first when you see them, because they kind of do that gliding in the air and they will group together. But if you look up and you see the underside, you'll see white underneath there. So that'll tell you pretty quickly that you're dealing with an osprey and not a vulture. But we do have black vultures and red vultures.
What's up, everybody? We're just here on a cruise, enjoying the view. Beautiful view, beautiful homes. I just wanted to share it with all of you. your live feed may be live from Ashes Key to Live Cruise. Yeah, no, this is beautiful. They have shown some beautiful big homes through here. There's some dolphins too, but they seem to come and go. And look at the cruise, guys. One second, let me show you all. It has two levels to it. There's a bottom level to it too. I think I'll probably record the bottom section. I'm here having a pina colada. Almost done with it, but as you can see, I'm right next to the sea here. And yeah, it's pretty relaxing, really nice to see the beautiful homes they have around here. They're not even homes, they're mansions, they're huge. Like if you haven't been on a cruise, I definitely recommend it. This is beautiful. How are you enjoying it? Come on, say hi. How do you like the cruise? You like the cruise so far?
No, because I want the hot dog.
You want a what?
A hot dog.
A hot dog? You hungry? Say hi, come on. I'm live. Come on. How you like the cruise? Yeah, he's having a good time. I think this is just beautiful. A cocktail? No, I want something to eat, like nachos or something like that. It doesn't matter. Yeah, he said that nachos was an option. So go for the nachos. I'd rather have, I don't like hot dogs. No. This is so beautiful. Can you record the bottom part on the live? He's gonna show you guys what the bottom part of the boat looks like. Give me 1 second. What's there sweet on our cruise? I have never been on a cruise. So the options that they're giving out, oh my god, my hair's like all over the place. The options that they're giving out right here are like they'll give hot dogs, they'll give nachos. What else? They have some pina colada margaritas and drinks. I'm going for the nachos. I'm not a hot dog person. So yeah, show them downstairs. He's gonna go downstairs and show you guys what it looks like because it's 2 levels. 1 second. So turn the camera around afterwards.
What's going on, family? Check this thing out. We have the upstairs up. Looks like this. We have 2 palm trees, right? Well, 4 palm trees. We have the bar down there. Check this out. So this is downstairs. Oh, there's nobody here. This is downstairs. One of the front of the building here. We're going down under the bridge. You see the dolphins just popping up. If you see one, let me know you guys saw one. People are so nice out here. Oh. Oh yeah. Hey boss, can we order something else? What's the menu again? Can I get the nachos? You guys got the pork already?
What's that?
You guys got pork?
Yeah. You want to add the pork?
Yeah, there's got some pulled pork in there.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that'll be all.
Where are you sitting?
I'm sitting right where you bought the hot dog guy with the kid.
Shortly.
Thank you, sir. We just got some. It's out.
Oh yeah, this is what the cruise looks like, guys. My son's here having a hot dog.
Like this one?
You like your hot dog? No, he likes it. He thinks it's hot. Yeah, he's having a hot dog. I'm not. Did you order the nachos? So basically, he finished showing you guys how's the bathroom. It's just like a regular one. Where was he? I thought he went to the bathroom. Just came downstairs. Is it just like covered downstairs? Nobody's there? Or are there people sitting there? I don't think nobody wants to be like inside. People just want to be like out looking. Yeah. Hey, you like your hot dog?
Yep.
Having fun? So yeah, we came down here for his birthday. It's his birthday this week, so he was basically on vacation from school, and we just decided to come down here to celebrate it for him. Guys, give likes to the live. I haven't been live in a while. I know I disappeared, but I always post videos on here, either shorts and stuff. I have other social medias. I'm always on social media posting. Anyways, I'm gonna finish my piña colada. Finish it up. I'm hungry though. Oh, and subscribe to the channel too. Subscribe and support. Look at this shit. Go get the nacho. Oh, you already ordered? We're on here for 2 hours, right? Yeah, 2 hours. That's a long time. Imagine that we actually see a famous person's house. Yeah.
She said something about Tom Cruise's house.
I'm not sure. Enjoy, have fun, guys. Stay happy. Birthday from my side, from Mumbai, India. Stay healthy. Oh, thank you. They're watching from Mumbai, India.
By India.
Mumbai, India. Thank you. Look, they said happy birthday. Say thank you. Say thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you. We'll try to enjoy. It's almost over. We're going back tomorrow. We had a week here, but it was a nice week on vacation. Wow, look at that. Look at that one.
I was having fun. Steve to the rescue. Go visit Steve on our lure net. Wildly
to the camera? I'm just gonna film this for
We'll
them.
go flying at our 11 o'clock.
There's a lot of people out here though on boats and stuff.
Is it nesting? So that is our largest bird of prey.
They're back
They
in.
have these very, very specialized talons to get fish. And their talons will actually rotate inward when they get a fish so that they're less likely to drop it. So this area that we're going through is called Edwards Island. These are spoil islands. We just went past our rookery. Lots of birds there.
Oh, there's another boat over there,
If anybody
guys.
ever wants to do more bird nerding, we have another sister boat called Sarasota Bay Explorer.
Bye, guys.
They will actually get closer to that boat so you can see a lot more of the bird life, but we are just too big to stop by there. But these are man-made spoil islands, and they were made from the dredging of the Intracoastal Waterway that we just went over. And at about those areas, it's about they're 10 to 15.
Oh, there's another one back there
So
too.
the rest of the bay is on
see it
average
right
6.5 feet. Those are the deepest parts. So these are a mixture of red mangroves and black mangroves. And the way I know this is I look at their root
Oh, look,
system.
look at that. That's not
So the
beautiful.
mangroves that you see with these roots that look like they're kind of tenting up, holding the mangrove up, those are called trunk roots, and those are red mangroves. You might have seen some stick-looking things sticking up out of the sand. Those are black mangroves, and those are called snorkel roots, better scientifically known as the metaphors. What those properties
Let me turn the camera around so you guys can
is,
see here.
provide oxygen. So it's just a very smart way
Ooh,
around
look at that.
the water being
Yeah.
so
There they go.
salty.
Ah.
Funny thing too, mangroves have to excrete all the salt that they absorb in the salt water, and so if you look at mangrove leaves very closely, you can see these little crystals on them. That's salt. That's how they are excreting it. So if you see somebody licking a mangrove leaf,
Yeah, those are mangroves or roca species around them. Yeah, they are.
so just for a point of reference, to our left is Siesta Key, to our right is mainland Sarasota, and the bridge that is directly in front of us is the Siesta Key drawbridge. That drawbridge is
The homes are
open
beautiful,
from
though. Look at these
6
beautiful
a.m. to
homes.
7 p.m. Open on the hour every half hour. But you can also make an appointment, but be warned. You have to give them a 3-hour window. And if you do not make your appointment or you get to your appointment and the drawbridge does not need to be open, it is a $25,000 fine.
Oh, there's a bridge right there. We're going under the bridge right now.
Your name will also be drugged through the mud in CSPP. They will know your best name or your last
Almost
name.
under the
So
bridge.
You make that drawbridge open when it doesn't need to. You're in trouble.
The nachos are
I
here.
just got asked about the Intracoastal Waterway. So
Thank you.
To our right, you'll see a lot of these boats coming back and forth. That is the Intracoastal Waterway. And it is a 3,000
That looks good.
mile stretch.
Well,
It starts in Massachusetts and it works its way down to Texas. So if you are dead set on traveling by boat, that is the way to do it. Yeah? What's that?
What is she asking her?
no, you don't. You don't know what
Oh,
he's
there's
saying.
another one. There's a couple of boats over here, guys. Look.
You hear the vibrations on the
Alright, I'm gonna eat, guys. We're going under the bridge right now, but I just don't want the food to fall. How do you feel so far? Good? I just want this
Talked
morning.
about Midnight Mass. So that I think it's a success story, but this is another kind of waterway that was closed up by a dredge and fill project. So in the 80s, there were two property owners that they decided they wanted to close this waterway in Midnight Pass, and so they dredged the sediment and basically built a little island in between their homes. Our last hurricane actually shifted all the sediment and opened it back up. And so since the 80s, there's been a lot of complaints from a lot of people about the ecological viability in that area and it being so low. The water was murky. And so once that opened up, you noticed all the wildlife started and the water started to get clearer again. So I do believe they're going to leave it open. And it has kind of become a hot spot for a Sarasota town because it's just, everything is coming back. And it's a really great example of the ripple effects of things like building your own island. We
Yeah,
have seen that when we get closer to Berkeley. I'll tell you a little bit about that. Midnight Pass is not on this route. It's just something that somebody asked me about, so I wanted to mention it, but it is around Sarasota. So the White House that we just passed was previously owned by a tennis pro, and I'm told that they've had a tennis court.
They're asking, ask the little guy, did he get the gift he wanted or his dad just changed the subject for a budget alternative?
So you can tell this smaller home right here is probably one of the older homes here because it has that first floor living space.
He said, ask the little guy, did he get the gift he wanted or his dad just changed the subject for a budget alternative? Let the kid do the interrogation. Listen, he's gotten everything that he wanted so far. He wanted to come, what did he say he wanted for his birthday first of all? Like we brought him out to Florida because we're in Florida right now and he got to go on a boat. Like he wanted to really go on this boat and his dad made it happen, right? Yeah. So he's gotten a lot for his birthday so far. Yeah. Hey, how do you feel on your birthday? Good? You like everything you saw? Hey, you like your vacation? How's your birthday going? You see the whales? You mean the dolphins? Yeah? You had fun so far? Ah.
Great question. I got.
Yeah, he was at the zoo for the first time.
These are spindle palms, and they
Had a good
grow
time so
very,
far.
very slowly. And we used to have palm trees on a boat that did not grow very slowly, and they prevented us from going underneath the CSTQ drawbridge. So these spindle palms were substituted out. We call them feather dusters. So, yeah, a bunch of you probably noticed that as soon as we went under that drawbridge. I mean, I get a little nervous sometimes. I usually look up, but they just graze the underside and clean it. So they serve a dual purpose. So this house on the left, you'll see this kind of box-like structure in the backyard. That is supposed to be
Well, that one has a
what they
pretty
call a
big
living picture frame. So every time that they look out on their balcony, it is a new picture. So that's what they call it. This lamppost and benches right here, this is the historical marker of Sarasota. There used to be a ferry that dropped people off at this location on Siesta Key. And this was before all the bridges were built, so this was the only way from the mainland Sarasota to Siesta Key. It was actually
Yeah, no, he's having a really good time. He, like his birthday, he's had a good time so far.
And they were like their own little.
We did this whole trip for him.
At the time, they didn't have access to the Sarasota public utilities. So they have their own artisan well, they have their own miniature gas plant, and they have two 30 horsepower engines running their electric. So they were very self-sufficient, but as Sarasota got more popular, bridges were built, technology, came about, so it ended up being demolished because it was kind of a thing of the past in I believe it was the early 60s. Land on our left, if anybody wants to go in on this with me.
I was gonna film the circus, but I didn't get to film the reaction that he had at the circus. We had gone to the circus and he had a good time.
If anybody wants to join
There's
in,
more
come find
people
me
here.
after the cruise. You can see we've got some pelicans on those seawalls. So again, these channels that are
But I will be posting the video of the circus.
homes frequented by dolphins, so keep an eye out for dolphins over there. So we've got this large white home with a sloped roof coming up on our left. Keep your eye out for bald eagles because they do like to perch up there. So this home we like to call the White Elephant. It is a single family residence. I'm going to repeat. One family lives in this home.
Wow.
It is not a celebrity, but we are not 100% sure who lives here, but we do know that it sold for $18.8 million. It's not a conference room or a conference room. How about a conference? It's not a hotel. And I did hear rumors that there is a closet in this home that is 900 square feet, which is the size of a small studio apartment. This pool right next to that, this house right next to the white one, you can see there's a pool that actually goes underneath the second floor living space. For the longest time, I could not figure out what that was because it just looked like a shiny piece of glass. And then one day the wind hit it just right and I saw ripples and I said, oh my gosh, it's a pool. You don't typically see a pool that goes.
Yeah, it really. I've seen it as very low too.
Very different.
Crazy. This homes are just too beautiful. Like I've seen some homes here that I'm just coming. You notice it got a little bit that way.
This is Big Taps. This is the entryway to the Gulf. This is infinity, opportunity. This is everything. This is where we get our freshwater from. Or freshwater. Saltwater. Who made me a marine biologist? Saltwater. That's the Gulf. Step into it.
Wow.
The Gulf. Stay neutral.
But the water here is
Stay neutral. It's the Gulf. So this is where we get our salt water from. Does anybody know what salinity means? What it is? This is basically a measurement of salt concentration. So if I say that it's 35 parts per thousand, that just means that there's 35 grams of salt in every 1,000 grams of seawater. Pretty salty. And it's kind of interesting because our day is not that far off in salinity. We're about 33, 34 parts per thousand, so we're almost as salty as the Gulf. So we definitely have more of an influx of salt water than we do the freshwater. And our freshwater comes from Manatee River up north and a couple other smaller water systems. This is also where we get a lot of nutrients from. So nutrient influx is coming through here. There's lots of weather, lots of wind patterns, lots of boating activities. So there's a lot of churning going on in this area. So as we are kind of coming around, this is the south end of Lido Key. And I always ask this, it's very obvious, but I still like to point it out. What is different about what we're looking at our 11 o'clock versus what we just passed? As far as land base. Trees, right? Lots of trees, lots of vegetation. So This is a nature preserve on the south end of Leader. So
Is it gold mine to invest?
company
By the way, everyone just staring at me in my phone just now. They saw you guys. I'm watching my phone like a TV. No, this is so beautiful. Like it's amazing. What we saw out here. But yeah, these homes are just like beautiful. Like I can't even imagine. Like I saw a couple of them yesterday just driving around, and they're so beautiful.
Over it. So there's lots of kayaking over here.
Hey,
Mangrove tunnels.
are you looking for the dolphins?
Is anybody here from Minnesota?
Oh, they're from Minnesota.
Your state bird was a problem here. Mosquitoes? So we had a big mosquito.
The nachos are good so far.
There was swampy area back there that was all trapped, so people were complaining, and the Army Corps of Engineers actually came out and dredged out these mangrove tunnels. So now they are a great place for kayaking.
Is there more people over there on that side?
Do over there if anybody's interested, but manatees hang out there, lots of mangrove snappers. You see lots of wildlife over there, and obviously lots of boats, jet skis. It's just a great recreational area. So alligators do not prefer saltwater. So I don't ever like to say never in nature, but typically no, you do not have to worry about alligators.
I didn't know about the alligators. They
Fun
didn't.
fact about Lido Key too, there used to
They do not prefer
be a
salt water, as she
casino.
said.
There was a casino built in 1940, but it wasn't your average typical casino. It was more a social club. So they played a lot of card games, kind of dance hall. In the late 60s, though, it was torn down just from new development.
Oh, they're canoeing over there. Give the videos a thumbs up. The live. I'll continue doing lives on here. I'm back at them again. Wow. There's a ton of people canoeing over there. Bye, enjoy, stay safe. Upload the video. I'll watch it later on. Oh yeah, definitely. It'll be uploaded on here. Every live that I do, I save it, so you guys can always go back and watch it again.
Animal that we haven't really talked about yet. It is another marine mammal. We have manatees out here too. Right now, our water temperature, I think I mentioned, is about 64 degrees, so it is a little bit chilly for our manatees. Do they know where they go? Yeah, so a lot of our manatees will go to spring areas. The majority of our manatees here in Sarasota Bay will travel up to Tampa, near Apollo Beach, where the water is about 80 degrees. And that's because there's a power plant there that utilizes the water. They circulate it around their equipment and it heats it up. So when they push it out into the waterway, it's about 80 degrees. So our manatees
look
are
at
crazy
that.
smart. They know that it's going to be a lot warmer there. Which then always begs the question, do manatees have, they're pretty big, right? Manatees they look like big potatoes.
Wow.
They can get anywhere between 1,000 and 3,000 pounds. So an animal that big has to have a lot of blubber, right? So manatees actually only have 1 to 2% body fat. So it kind of makes sense why they have to migrate away from colder waters, because our dolphins actually have more blubber than our manatees do. And that then begs the question, why are manatees so big and why are they so heavy? It doesn't make sense, right? This is the stuff that keeps me up at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday night. What data mining is for. So manatees have really dense, thick bones, which gives them their weight.